They stood together under the streetlight, the city humming softly around them, casting shadows that stretched long and thin on the wet pavement. It was autumn, and the cold had already begun to settle in, creeping up through their shoes and clinging to their skin. He noticed how she hugged her coat close, hands tucked tightly into her pockets, her shoulders drawn up, almost like she was bracing herself against the inevitable. "I think this is it, isn't it?" she finally said, her voice barely a whisper, as if speaking too loud would break something fragile between them. He looked at her, at the way her eyes wouldn't quite meet his, drifting instead to the ground, the street, anywhere but where he stood. He wanted to reach out, to pull her close and feel her heartbeat one last time, but his hands stayed buried in his own pockets, frozen there by an ache he couldn't shake. They lingered in the silence, the weight of unspoken words pressing down on them both. And then, without a final glance, they turned in opposite directions, footsteps echoing in the quiet, the last pieces of them fading into the night.